Join us on Radio Toko 106.7 FM every Wednesday from now till 20th April as we celebrate world music pioneer Aldwyn Roberts, Lord Kitchener, the Grandmaster. Radio Toko 106.7 FM in collaboration with the Kalypso Collectors of Trinidad and Tobago present Kitch at 100 Kitchener Kalypso's A to Z. Every Wednesday from now till April, we will be highlighting songs in alphabetical order from the discography of this great pioneer of world music. Join us from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. each Wednesday as we celebrate Kitch at 100 Kitchener Kalypso's A to Z right here at Radio Toko 106.7 FM. A breath of fresh air in support of community, creativity, and culture.
There once lived a man down in Trinidad, the Lord Kitchener, music superstar.
Brought to you in part by the National Gas Company of Trinidad and Tobago Limited. Unstoppable energy. Join us on Radio Toko 106.7 FM every Wednesday from now till 20th April as we celebrate world music pioneer Aldwyn Roberts, Lord Kitchener, the Grandmaster.
A man down in Trinidad, the Lord Kitchener, music superstar. He sang from his heart through his calypsos, and so with his craft, yes, he made us laugh. Some say there was trouble in Arima from the time he left his mother's womb. He made every soul a dreamer. When his music stepped into a room, that's why the world will remember Lord Kitchener. The world will remember Lord Kitchener. Yes, the world will remember Lord Kitchener. Cause when you're blessed with the music, brother, you can never die. Oh, Lord Kitchener, Lord Kitchener. Look, raise up yourself from there. Now it's time to break away. Say, pick up yourself from day. Time to do a jingole. A master of song, a historian. Commoners and kings heard this griot sing. He brought to the music a majesty, a new way to see and feel a melody. From Manchester to Miami, Port of Spain and Kingston too, to the throbbing plains of Ghana, Africa. He did spin a heady brew for you. The world will remember Lord Kitchener. Yes, the world will remember. The world will remember Lord Kitchener. The world will remember you, my brother, Lord Kitchener. When you're blessed with the music, you can never die.
Yes, and good night to each and everyone, and welcome to Radio Toko 106.7 FM. It's all about Kitch at 100. This is where we celebrate the life of the great, the legend, Lord Kitchener, 100th birthday. Tonight, I'm Selector Krabby in studio with me, and I have Zeno Constance right next door. And also, good night. And also, we'll be talking about, I will mention about the play, The Road Make to Walk. So, as we say, we're supposed to have some, look out for giveaways and all that. So, Zeno, good night to you, sir. Okay, seems as Zeno is having another problem there. So, let's head to this first track, the first track from Kitch. So, today we're dealing with the letter S. And we're going to start off with the song named Set Me Free, which was arranged by the man Ed Watson in 1978.
I'm here.
Hey, Zeno, good night. You can say good night to
Yeah,
everybody.
good night, good night. I was on mute or something for a while, but I'm here.
Okay, right. Right, so Zeno, as you're here, can you get everybody a rundown about the road make to walk, how far the process is be so, and the date, just for further announcement for those who are
Well, we are
eager.
here, and hopefully we get a member or two of the cast logging in tonight for a while to talk about the play. But I'll be talking about it, and hope to have some ticket giveaways on the hour at 9 and at 10. So people stay tuned for that. But the play is coming. The road make the walk. Um, coming on the 29th of May, and it's Kitchener's life story done as fact, done as fiction, done as real, done as surreal. A lot of music, a lot of guest appearances. We're gonna get cameo performances by Calypsonians, Crazy Valentino, Colonel Roberts. But we'll talk more as we go along. The people are getting ready to book their way into this presentation on 29th of May. It's Kitchener at 100 with a difference. This time, theater meets with and greets with Calypso. So just not Calypso
Yes.
alone. All right, so let's go with
Theater
the
mix
with
with
the
Calypso.
song on.
Yeah, so the first song, well, it's supposed to be going in alphabetical order, so as I said again, we did with the letter S. So the first song we're going to play is Saxophone, which was
Yeah.
originally done in 1951. So let's take in this track, Saxophone.
Okay.
I can't blow my instrument since I married Millicent. I can't blow my instrument since I married Millicent. From the time the lady wake, she wouldn't leave me sax for heaven's sake. She said she liked to play the tune that remind her of the honeymoon. Saxophone. Millie leave me saxophone. Saxophone. I say you playing it out of tone. Saxophone. You can't make the note. Saxophone. Darling, take care, you harm your throat. In the middle of the night, Millicent have me in a fright. Take the phone and blowing it all she could. The lady wake up the neighborhood. I said, Millicent, that isn't right. You can't disturb the peace at night. The neighbors could talk is what she said. She got to blow it before she go to bed. Saxophone. Millie leave me saxophone. Saxophone. I say you playing it out of tone. Saxophone. You can't make the note. Saxophone. Darling, take care, you harm your throat. Sunday I sat down by the press, catching a half an hour rest. Millicent start to trouble me, Kitch. Allow me to play this melody. The way she lift the saxophone, you will think she biting piece of bone. Her entire mouth expanded up like a baby sucking lollipop. Saxophone. Millie leave me saxophone. Saxophone. I say you playing it out of tone. Saxophone. You can't make the note. Saxophone. Darling, take care, you harm your throat. Last night behavior is the worst. Millicent determined to rehearse. Just as I lie down to relax, into her mouth she put the sax. A hula hula hoo she start to blow. All that I try to tell her no. The reed went soft and out of tone. She leave me with a broken saxophone. Really leave me saxophone. I say you playing it out of tone. You can't make the note. Darling, take care, you cut your throat.
Saxophone, she blowing the saxophone.
Take care without a tone. A brilliant piece of double attire by the Kitch.
Yes,
And
yes,
from
that was.
early years, I think one of the earliest one that he made since he was in England. But you can see it's sheer brilliance, and the music is beautiful. So we don't have to
Yes, it
explain
is.
saxophone. Um, you know, these calypsos about that, but they are a long while. Um, Beautifully mastered. Until Sparrow sing 60 million Frenchmen, which spoke about the same thing, you know. Yeah. It says Napoleon who started this thing and every other Frenchman only copied it. But 60 million Frenchmen just can't be wrong. Brilliant, brilliant.
Brilliant. Yes, brilliant. So the next track we're going to, I think I started with by mistake. The name of the track is Set Me Free. And this was arranged by the man Ed Watson in 1978. So let's head to this one. Let's hear what he has to say with his Set Me Free.
I begging them for some freedom, and they better give me fast this year. Don't control me, play. I hope they know I don't drink rum, and my only pleasure is grass. Free me on carnival day. No rum, no rum, no coke. I just want little freedom to smoke while I rump, while I play, while I jump. Set me free, set me free, set me free. This set a stupid restriction, it will only get me in round. Tell them to come up that scene. I never had a conviction, I don't want to get any now. Let's keep the carnival clean. No rum, no rum, no coke. I just want little freedom to smoke while I rump, while I play, while I jump. Set me free, set me free, set me free. Don't prepare for me jump up, and I want them give me a chance. Don't try stop me as I pass. interrupt, cause I want them in advance. Leave me, let me play me mass. No rum, no rum, no coke, no coke. I just want little freedom to smoke while I rump, while I play, while I jump. Set me free, set me free, set me free, set me free. Play ball, touch me free. When I jumping, yeah, when I smoking, Mama Loli, set me free, set me free.
Set me free, yes. Arranged by the man Ed Watson and released in 1978. Set me free. Set me free.
Yeah, that's the period. I think Kitch is making a plea on behalf of the ganja smokers. I mean, you want freedom to smoke, it can be the more it has to be, um, you know, I holy herb. Interesting Kalypso. Yeah.
Very, very interesting.
And yesterday I was talking about that how Kitchener talking in fact to the mayor of San Fernando, or the man Regello, how Kitchener could make these political and social commentary, and yet the music is so beautiful. Can never no dirge, no funeral hymn, just beautiful music, and the commentary is there.
Yes, it is. Yes, those types of music from back in those days. All right, so we're moving along. Sexification.
Sexification is a big one. The Aldwyn is one of those Kitchener soca. After Kitchener denied and rejected the soca in 1977,
right?
Then he tried one with Sugar Boom Boom in 1978. And for the next few years, next decade, he made these beautiful soca spasms. I mean, the sexification and the doctor daughter and give me the thing and so on. All of them, this beautiful up tempo kind of thing.
All came after 1978.
Yeah, he went through Sugar Boom Boom as a trial, and then he had I would think that about 5 to 7 of those along these lines of sexification. So we go in here, we are waiting a couple of people from the Pfizer Connection to come in and maybe let's talk 5 minutes about the play instead of hearing my voice alone. But in the meantime, let's go with go ahead. Sexification is beautiful.
Sexification, which was arranged by Leston Paul in 1987, and I realized like Leston Paul, he was one of them that did a lot of the arrangement for these the more soca type.
Yeah, I think Lesson and them don't get enough credit for being brave enough to pick up this new song and play it. Ed and Nets and later on Pella.
Right. Okay, so let's head to sexification.
Because of your figure, because of your structure, darling, I am terribly in love with you. The way how you walking, them steps that you making, I am absolutely mesmerized to do. When you will so, girl, well you ought to know, darling, you have me in grip from me head to toe. Darling, I'm falling in love with your sexification. Sexification. And I would like to give you an illustration how I'll make love to you. Darling, you're killing me with your sexification. Sexification. places, I've seen pretty faces, and if I remember, it's been quite often. I roam all the cities, I kiss raving beauties, but I must admit there's no comparison. They may have their place, girl, but when I send the case, darling, there's no one around who can take your place. Darling, I'm falling in love with your sexy geisha, sexy geisha, sexy geisha, and I would like to give you an illustration how I'll make love to you. Darling, you're killing me with your sexy geisha, sexy geisha, sexy geisha, and I would like to give you a demonstration how I'll make love to you. Don't tell me no, don't tell me no. It is my delight just to squeeze you tight. Don't tell me no, don't tell me no. Darling, it's love, love at first sight. Well, this the position. You heard my confession, darling, and you know that every word is true. Your figure is tempting, your walk is exciting. Girl, you know that I only have eyes for you. How long must I wait, girl, in this anxious state, darling? And only reply, I'll appreciate. Darling, I'm falling in love with your sexy geisha, sexy geisha, sexy geisha, and I would like to give you an illustration how I'll make love to you. Tell me, darling, you're killing me with your sexy geisha, sexy geisha, sexy geisha, and I would like to give you a demonstration how I'll make love to you. Don't tell me no, yes, don't tell me no. It is my delight just to squeeze you tight. Don't tell me no, yes, don't tell me no. Darling, it's love, love at first sight.
Yeah, Sexication, arranged by Leston Paul in 1987. Tune for you. Well, soca tune for you. So, moving along, Zeno, any background on it, Zeno?
No, well, here, I mean, as I said before, between 78 and almost 90, we had these beautiful Kitchener, his take on the soca, really. So, that's just beautiful.
So let's go to the next one, which was arranged by Leston Paul in 1986. It's all about She Day.
At carnival time, anyways, carnival you could see Jeep jumping. Anything with back and at carnival time, anyways, carnival you could see Jeep jumping. Anything with back and you know Gene and missing. Gene on the wonder race, with just a wrangler on. Big time you wink or gaze, you know it's gone, she gone. Carnival in Grenada, Carnival in Toronto, Carnival in Antigua, Trinidad and Tobago. By the hook, by the crook, Son or race, She did. Lost or gained. She did. And to boot she well hook up with a Canadian man. She know the want a race, we just a wrangler on. Big time you wink or gaze, you know it's gone, she gone. Carnival on Labor Day, she did. Carnival in St. Thomas, she did. Carnival in Galante, she did. St. Vincent and Barbados, she did. By the hook, she did. By the crook, she did. Son or race, she did. Lost or gain, she did. Carnival in Bermuda, Carnival down in Brazil, Carnival in Tortola, Carnival in Notting Hill, by the hook, by the crook, son or race, lost or gain. She did. By the hook, she did. By the crook, she did. Son or race, she did. Lost or gain. She did.
She did. She did. Yes, she did. She did. She did. She did. Arranged again in 1986. Released in 1986. That was the next one arranged by the man Leston Paul.
Yeah, well, there are two things about this calypso. One is that the woman named Jean. So,
Named Jean.
Yeah, she named Jean. This woman who is a supreme carnivalist who travels all over the place to play Shimas. And Jean is a recurring woman in Kitchener. I mean,
Yes.
as netball queen, as Jamet, as masquerader, and so on. The other thing is Kitchener took time to talk about the places Jean went, all these carnivals all over the world. Some of them, a lot of them, spawned by Trinidad Carnival. Some of them, like in Brazil, had the original carnival. But we are responsible for a lot of the carnivals, the one in Jamaica, the one in Toronto, the one in London, and so on. They are just kind of prototype or kind of clone of our carnival. So, I mean, if you're studying the carnival as a student, this might be a calypso you could reference and quote.
Right.
He was in Toronto. It had Caribana. And in Jamaica, Jam Down, all over the place. Our carnival has gone over the years. And she did. All right.
Okay, so we're going on to the next one, which was done in 1970. She Love Kitchener. Anything you want to say on this one before we go to it, Zeno?
I just can't remember exactly what this one is. Let me hear it first, and we talk about it after. She Love
Right,
Kitchener, all right?
Yeah, She Love Kitchener, 1970.
friend. A man nearly killed his wife, Millicent, following an argument. He say he's a Sparrow fan. She say Kitchy is me man. Argument get rough. He nearly break his waist with a cup. And he say, you love Kitchener. Why you always posing up the man? I don't know. You love Kitchener. I know they telling me that he better than Sparrow. I know it's because that he dipping well. Do you feel like you is the party mamsel? Maybe if you think you could dip like dragonfly. Go on, bye bye. Start to weep and cry. You hit me, but could you tell me why? She said, you like the Grenadian, I love the Trinidadian. Just because I say Sparrow, singing songs for Kalypso. You kick me in my waist and start to cuff me all in the face. You love Kitchener. Why you always posing up the man? I don't know. You love Kitchener. I know they telling me that he better than Sparrow. I know it's because that he dipping well. Do you feel that you is the party mamsel? Merely if you think you could dip like a dragonfly. Go on, bye bye. Make the man get away is when the woman turn and say, Kitchener does make me ill. When he start to sing, I just feel to feel. I'm not putting Sparrow last, but sentimental is more his class. When coming to Kalypso, he had to make way for the maestro. You love Kitchener. Why you always posing up the man? I don't know. You love Kitchener. I know they telling me that he better than Sparrow. I know it's because that he dipping well. Do you feel that you is the party mamsel? Merely if you think you could dip like dragonfly. Go on, bye bye.
Yes, so we understand what went on and why the song is She Love Kitchener.
We did. That battle between Kitchener and Sparrow is a very interesting battle. And we know of the much heralded Melody Sparrow battles that took place from around 1958 into the 60s. But this one, because Kitchener returned home, some say Sparrow who invited him, and that's another story. And he fell out with Sparrow immediately. And in 1964, Sparrow would sing in the match when I cleared the wood, let me pass Mr. Kitchener. And Kitchener has at least 4 calypsos criticizing Sparrow. This is one where he boasted that the women like him more than Sparrow. Then there's Grenadian PNM, there's Sparrow Mango, No More Calypso, which he said Sparrow singing sentimental, not calypso. So it's an interesting battle, and I'll have to do some research on this to see how much time Sparrow himself responded. I mean, that's not the one, but it was there. They sing Kitchener leave Sparrow alone, and Sparrow leave Kitchener alone. So it was an awareness with the other Calypsonians too, that there was something going on. And of course, the battle for the wood was a serious one, for a decade. more than a decade, from
Yes,
63 when he
yes.
came back all in, the Sparrow and Kitch ruling the world until Baseman in 74. All right.
Right. Right.
All right. Just a reminder to
Well,
people, among the guest artists will be on the play will be um, Brother Valentino and Crazy. So bear in mind, at the top of the hour, we're going to try to give away a ticket.
yeah,
We'll see how
one
it works
ticket.
out.
See how it work out. Yes, we see how it work
Yeah.
out. Okay,
So
so we
we're
head
going
into
again.
right. So we head into one that's created in 1956. It's all about short skirts.
Aye, aye.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And that should be short. Yes. Because it's in Britain, as you see, somewhere a couple of years before, I would think 62, maybe,
Uh-huh.
um, the miniskirt came
Into play.
into the world. Yes.
Oh.
And the English model Twiggy was one of those. And that took the world by storm. So there's a number of calypsos dealing with the miniskirts. You know, I think Conqueror, um, there's Kitchener, there's Rose, and so on. Because this was and Sparrow himself, this was a serious worldwide phenomena when these skirts went that high.
Right.
Very interesting. So we'll hear Kitchener's take on it. But I think it's set in England, despite the fact that it's 62 as of the year, just before he returned.
Right. Yes. Can see
All
they
right.
came back in 1962. So let's take in short
Yeah.
skirts.
Yeah.
Let's see what Kit says about these ladies and these short skirts.
Short skirts are coming back. It's a fact, so I'm bound to make my attack. Short skirts are coming back. It's a fact, so I'm bound to make my attack. Presently, you can imagine what excitement it's going to be. The shorter the skirt, the more I am pleased. I like to see them short, high above the knees. Mistress Johnson was passing by with a navy blue skirt excessively high. Would you believe unexpectedly she purposely stooped to tantalize me? Well, I was astonished to see this thing. The position of her legs were embarrassing. And when she was sure I had a good look, she said, "Keep on looking, you dirty crook." Last week was terrible. A young lady was riding a bicycle. She was now turning a corner when the breeze made a terrible exposure. I tried to pretend that I didn't see, but I couldn't keep my eyes off that scenery. I was in my glory, and was I pleased? That one was 10 inches above the knees. Another incident recently, it happened in a bus queue Piccadilly. On the bus arrival, I then suspect a young lady wanted to climb to the upper deck. Well, this I observed as I stood behind. She started climbing up, but she changed her mind. She was in a very bad state of affairs. Her skirt was too short to climb up the stairs.
Yes, and that was Short Skirts by Kitch, which was done in 1956. Yeah, it came back on those albums. As we continue to move forward, let's head to the next one, which was done in 2001. The name of this one is 67.
Tina, why you sleeping? This is Juve morning. really think you making fun? Can't you hear the band them passing on? Everybody jumping in the pet, and you pull up in your coverlet. If you want to lie down and roll in your nightgown, y'all I got no time with you. When you miss me, I jump into 67 is the season. Every man in the band will be hugging up the gal. They're romancing while they jumping. This is real bacchanal, 67 carnival. I hear in a ding dong, it sound like a ping pong. I get in the shiver, the carnival fever. Makume, you hear I want to go, where you put me wrong neck Marino. But I never see a thing like that, so I don't know where to find me alpha. Get up, you too lazy, you're driving me crazy. Darling, you don't understand, I don't want to miss the band. 67 is the season. Every man in the band will be hugging up the girl. They romancing while they jumping. This is real bacchanal, 67 carnival. As I reach the corner, I bounce up invader, playing 67, music in new weapon. Little bit again, I lose my hand, a devil snatch me in the band. Suddenly she make a jump in space, and it's me corner two hole in she waist. Kitchener don't fright, nothing ever harm. Make you parang while you can, me man in another band. 67 is the season. Every man in the band will be hugging up the girl. They romancing while they jumping. This is real bacchanal, 67 carnival.
Yes, so that was 67, which was created in 2001. Yes, as we celebrate Kitchener's 100th anniversary. I have in studio with me Zeno. Yes, we're here right here on Radio Toko 16.7 FM. Zeno.
67.
And I see we have Miss Eunice Peters.
Oh, she's in the house. I was about to ask
Yes,
if she got in.
she's in the back studio, so I'm going to bring her front.
All right.
And good night to you, Miss Eunice Peters. Good night and welcome to Radio Toko.
Hi, good night, guys. Good night. Thanks for welcoming me. Good night, Trinidad and Tobago. Good night, Radio Toko. Special good night to Z.
All right. Before we go into Eunice, just let me finish the thing about 67. I think it was the road march of the year, and the album was also called 67. Anyway, Eunice is here. Eunice is a long-time dramatist from the Faizabad Secondary School and then the Faizabad Connection.
So
She's also a long-time Calypsonian, singing since she was 2 years. And, yeah, it was a former South Calypso queen and national Calypso finalist and all that. And she is in the play, but I wouldn't say more about that. I'll give her a chance to talk about her role or roles in the production, because it's a Calypso musical, and we have a person here who is both a Calypsonian and a dramatist. Both are dramatists, meaning an actor and a director. So Eunice,
Oh my God.
tell us. I shouldn't have said that. Wait,
You're gonna leave out some stuff.
Oh,
I see.
yeah, my
Can you
fault.
look at it?
Who tell you to do it? You just talk about, tell us a little bit, about your role in the Would Make the Walk as Calypsonian and as actress.
And okay, so in this instance, I'm not director. I'm an actress. And I play two roles. I play Miss Harriman, and I play the ghost of the future.
Ooh.
The present.
The present, sorry, the
Ghost of the
ghost of
present.
present, of Kaiso present. And
Wow.
it's two interesting roles actually, two different roles. Miss Harriman being one of Kitchener's past conquests, so to speak, being one of, I mean, we learned from the Calypso that she was the landlady
Right.
who became the lover, but somewhat wanted to be very discreet about that part about being his lover. So in my role as Miss Harriman, I'm the discreet lover. That's a nice way of putting it. Of the great Lord
Lord
Kitchener.
Kitchener. Yes.
And
Yes.
not to mention that the other women don't like share.
Oh yeah,
So she's Miss Harriman.
yes, because I'm Miss Harriman, so I'm not very liked in that scene of the play. So that's
So
the Miss Harriman aspect of it.
right. And the ghost of future past, future
Of
present.
of present, the ghost of
Yeah,
present,
present.
which I think rolls right up my alley because it's somewhat the ghost somewhat is now talking not to Kitchener because he's already dead. He
Right.
died already, and but I'm talking to the people now of Trinidad and Tobago, of the audience, informing them that okay, Kitchener is gone, but you all have a chance now to do two things: to keep his memory alive, and
Right.
also to play a role in what we deem Kaiser to be today. Because in the opinion of the writer, Calypso is somewhat failing and fading from what it was back then in Kitchener's time to what it is today.
Wow.
So I guessing that I'm not going to be liked in both roles.
Yeah, because
I do. It's a
Yeah.
subject that Trinidad and Tobago don't like to touch. We
yes,
we love
yes,
to say
yes.
that Kaiso in safe hands, but if
Right.
we really look at and pull apart the similarity between what it was and what it is now, there is
Is
not much.
no, there
Yeah. All
isn't.
right. Yeah. Well, yeah, so we know we could look forward to that um,
Yes,
on
yes.
the on the,
I
on the
am looking forward to
29th of
seeing
this
it.
month.
I
Yes, to
find you
see.
saying that a kind of way.
Me, yes, I am looking forward to seeing it. I look like it will have some saucy bacchanal with it, and I'm a lover of bacchanal and lacquerie.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. So
I think you and a lot of other persons who um are very surprised at the fact that I'm also an actress and according to
yes,
Zeno slash director. I was introduced to theater very, very early in the game at Feisbad Composite, where I got my foundation in Calypso and was groomed by Zeno Constance,
right.
both on stage and in terms of directing. And it's a side of me that I have not tapped into quite a while.
So you had one pull out all the tricks, everything from back
Um,
in it, or
Not
it, or
really.
it,
I
or it came natural.
from our rehearsal, not dress rehearsal, sorry, from our on stage rehearsal, it was something when it's in you, it's in you,
Yeah.
and it was nice. It's nice to be on stage and not off stage directing.
all right.
I think
So
I had the easier role there.
yeah, that's all right. So we expecting. I say, ladies, thanks for being here. We playing Calypso by Kitch in for the last couple of months.
For the
Then
last
with the
couple of
letter
months,
S,
yes.
and we're going on. So that's for the audience. This is in the play called "You Would Make It a Walk," which we'll keep hearing about. And in a few
Yes.
minutes, we're going to try to give away a ticket for, well, a lucky question. So you could stay if you want. You could finish it off and stay online with us for a while if you want, or just withdraw if you just put music playing and Krabi is going to introduce the next calypso. I don't know what you have next. Something
Thank
else.
you all so much for having me. I mean, I
Yes,
have
of
to
course,
duck out.
And it's our
I,
Yeah.
pleasure.
yeah,
It's our pleasure.
I have lines to learn.
Okay, all
Yeah.
right.
All right.
I just want to encourage everybody to really come out and support. This is a great venture. It's another opportunity because we did the road already, but it's another opportunity for us to learn something about the Lord Kitchener and also to keep the memory of the Lord Kitchener alive and the spirit of Calypso. So Trinidad and Tobago, we look forward to seeing you all down at Supper on the 29th.
Right.
It's going to be
Yes.
great. Thank you all so much. Good night. Love ups and hug
Uh,
ups.
Yes, good night and have a blessed night to you.
Thank you.
Right. So that was Eunice Peters. Yes, she just joined us to give us her two roles that she's holding on in the road make to walk. Um, I know I'm gonna love both of them. I know,
yeah.
and with that in mind, in 1977, Kitch did a song named Slippery Ann.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So the one who liked the dance and who liked music and who liked to be in everything it have, right?
Oh, good,
And
oh, good.
every band. So
Every
let's
band,
hear it
yes.
and afterwards we close up here. Slippery
Yes,
Ann.
Slippery Ann.
Tell me river wrong, tell me river right. Tell me river shouldn't put some licks on our net tonight. I come out from work, tired like a mule. I could see this woman really taking me for a fool. She gone in a van, the pot gone up her soul. I hungry like hell, how to find she and I know. All I hear, she jumping up inside a van. She Brazil drum, I understand. Everybody had to say how the see she tingole. And she digging so like a 10-year-old. Mama, yo, she wind up, she get on back. She basic down, she must be bad. She hear the beat of a steel band and the simple sound of a horn. What she do? She leave the pot on the fire and she gone. I start to look round, me belt in my hand. I say, well, I want to see she jumping up in some band. I search all the crowd, the big and the small. I search in me eye turn red, well, I can't see Annette at all. But I get a red, she jumping up with so low. Time I reach the band, they say she no gone with Tokyo. All I hear, she jumping up inside a band. She Brazil drum, I understand. Everybody had to say how they see she tingole. And she digging so like a 10-year-old. Mama, yo, she wind downtown, she get on back. She base it down, she must be bad. She hear the beat of a steel band and the simple sound of a horn. She leave the pot on the fire and she gone. know where to go. I studied one part of town, I go bounce up with Tokyo. I walk till I'm sick, with cramp in my feet. After walking 13 miles, I catch them in Henry Street. Well, the Captain Paul, Kitchy, you looking for Anne. You 1 minute late, she just gone in Cataliban. All I hear,
She jumping up inside a band. She brass your drum, I understand.
everybody had to say how they see she tingole.
And she digging so like a 10-year-old.
Mama yo,
She wind down top, she get on bad. She bass it down, she must be mad.
she hear the beat of a steel band and the simple sound of a horn.
She leave the pot on the fire and she gone.
Carnival is nice, carnival is sweet. I didn't mind she take, she jump and give me something to eat. Whenever she come, Lord, that is Bacchanal. We gon' find out who she want between me and Carnival. I ordering licks, well it's leather all in she face. Kick she out me house, let Carnival find she a place. All I hear,
She jumping up inside a band. She brass your drum, I understand.
everybody had to say how they see she tingole.
And she digging so like a 10-year-old.
Mama yo,
She wind down top, she get on bad. She bass it down, she must be mad.
she hear the beat of a steel band and the simple sound of a horn.
She leave the pot on the fire and she gone.
Slippery and so about the Radio Toko 16.7 FM, and this is how we celebrate Kitch at 100. This year he would have been 100 years old. I know as we go through all the tracks for the past 2 months, we now in the letter S, and I have Zeno concerns with me. Not forgetting on the 29th of this month at Sapa, the road make to walk. Somewhere along the line, we're going to look to give away a ticket. If we don't get you with it tonight, I'm going to put things in place and see if we get a ticket given away. Somehow or the other, we're giving away a ticket.
Well, I don't know.
Or more. Or we see.
All right, but when you want to start that giveaway?
One a week? Yeah, I would.
Yeah, I mean, I could. You want to do the question now or the end of the show?
At the end of the show, we'll do the question and I'll do a little thing on Facebook and post it. And we see we get our winner from there.
Okay.
All
Right.
So,
yeah, you fix the
Slippery.
no problem.
Yeah, so Slippery Ann. We heard why Ann was slippery. Yes, great catch. And as I said, that was done in 1977. Now in 1958, he sang a song named Smoke a Cigarette. 1958.
Yeah, that is one interesting calypso, but very little known. So we hear it. What is that? It's one of Kitchener's calypso that hardly anybody know about. Let's go with that.
Let's go with this one. Let's hear what it is. Smoke a cigarette.
You are too much in a haste. Take your hands from around my waist.
say I'm acting crude, but I'm really not in the mood. I want to smoke a cigarette first. Smoke a cigarette first. Before you begin with your pinching and biting and squeezing and tickling, smoke a cigarette first. Smoke a cigarette first. This stupidity is driving me crazy. Sweetheart, well you should realize that the sleep is still in my eyes. And love, the only thing to get me set is to light me a cigarette. I want to smoke a cigarette first. Smoke a cigarette first. Before you begin with your pinching and biting and squeezing and tickling, smoke a cigarette first. Smoke a cigarette first. This stupidity is driving me crazy.
Yeah, it's all about smoke a cigarette first. Kitch celebrating 100. This song was created, released in 1958.
You know, we have seen so many calypsos between 43 when he came with Green Fig and 63 when he returned home. Those years in England. What are them?
Yes.
Yeah, smoke a cigarette. Just Kitchener looking at the reversal of the party cigarette plays in romance. You know, you see these Hollywood movies, and after the star boy finish make love to the star girl, they sort of smoke a cigarette.
Smoke a cigarette, yes.
Just saying, now smoke a cigarette first before you're getting your pinching and your bite and your romance. Very interesting thing. But I had very little known Kitchener Kalypso back from those days in England.
Right. So you're seeing where we're going with this. So this next one, Soca Corruption, 1984, arranged by the man Leston Paul.
Yes, another one of those we spoke about earlier. You know, sexification, soca corruption, humiliating, soca misinformation, a whole set of these calypsos that up tempo, and I think Leston did most of them. You know, but we heard we heard one earlier, so this is another one.
Yes.
Yeah. Then you have the Doctor's Daughter, another one.
Yeah. As I said,
soca corruption.
Those kind of, so let's take in Soca Corruption. Remember, it's Kitch celebrating 100 right here on Radio Tuku 106.7 FM.
If I have a few million and they want to link it with corruption, if it's true how they describe, I get the money by taking bribes. If they say I've gone abroad to get away from the charge of fraud, if they say it is a fact, I have no intention of coming back. All of it is thief, but it's the one that it has hold become the guilty man. You must medicate because they catch you in control after the others run. Soca, corruption, soca, confusion, soca, destruction, soca, invasion, soca, inflation, soca, recession, soca, in whining, soca, in grinding, soca, in thieving, soca, in walking, soca, in rocking, soca, in ducking, live in Panama, it's me damn if they say I have reason for making myself a citizen, it's me damn if the law looking for me to help them in some inquiry, it's me damn if I am a wanted man under suspicion of corruption, it's me damn all of them could talk about evidence they could bring, but they have no proof. Cause I'm making sure that whenever I do the thing, well, I ain't make no move. Corruption, confusion, destruction, invasion, inflation, recession, in whining, in grinding, in thieving, in walking, in rocking, in ducking. If I walk in CC and they fire me for dishonesty, if they say I am a crook, they don't like the way I keep me book. If they say it's unusual, I getting rich at each carnival. If they say I had to go, the masqueraders that wanted so. Little do they know, whichever man replaces me will be the same affair. Once he has the privilege to handle the money, he honey have care. Corruption, confusion, destruction, invasion, inflation, recession, in whining, in grinding, in thieving, so kind of everything, in walking, in rocking, in ducking, so kind of everything. If I should be jailed and fined for the corruption of the DC-9, if they say I use my brain as false agent for the aeroplane, if the opposition feel I make couple millions in the deal, if they blame the government for not confiscating every cent, all the opposition have been talking day and night, the DC-9 scandal. But they didn't know that at the end I would be right because it was legal. Corruption, confusion, destruction, invasion, inflation, recession, in whining, in grinding, in thieving, in walking, in rocking, in ducking.
Soca. So it's all about soca corruption right here, Radio Talk 106.7 FM. In studio with me is Zeno Constance as we celebrate the life of the great man, Lord Kitchener, 100th birthday.
Yeah.
So Zeno,
I'm sure you have
listen.
never heard that. Yep. I'm sure you have never heard that political calypso.
Nope.
So sweetly expresses the music like sugar, but the words are bitter. And if you think I take the money and run, it's my damn business. If you associate me with the DC-100 and the DC-9, it's my damn business. A lot of accusations passing from Kitchener about the politicians. Oh, boy. But in the meantime, the music is like satellite and sugar and honey all rolled up in one. And that is the way to do a good calypso. You don't have to be boring to make a point.
Right.
So produce the kids, this man.
Right. Yes, and that is facts. You have this next one, 1986, Zeno. Soca Evelyn.
Yeah, another one of them women who having fun, right? Who loving life and loving partying and things.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let's go again.
Let's go again.
Hold me, kiss me, squeeze me tight. That is what she said. That's the way I feel tonight. Soca in my head. Whisper pretty things in my ear while you dance with me. Pass your fingers right through my hair. It's my fantasy. Even start to whine, even start to cry, even break away, even get on by, like she going mad when the soca play. She said, don't you stop, darling, keep it up, man, I'm feeling sweet. I just feel to dance like I'm in a trance when the soca beat. Darling, darling, oh, she's stressed. I am so tangled. It's a feeling more or less uncontrollable. Let me feel the move of your waist. Darling, hold me close. Just keep rocking me around the place where it matters most. Even start to whine, even start to cry, even break away, even get on by, like she going mad when the soca play. She said, don't you stop, darling, keep it on, man, I'm feeling sweet. I just feel to dance like I'm in a trance when the soca beat.
all about Soca Evelyn, right here, created in 1986 and arranged by the man Leston Paul.
Yeah, you know what I like about this one? Kitchener allows the chorus group to sing by themselves
Right,
a lot.
yes.
And Kitchener does that a lot, eh?
Yes, I remember you were saying
Yeah,
you love to let the chorus.
yeah, they give them a chance to Ramaji, so they sing a lot. And it works sometimes. The difference between the Calypso voice and the blended harmonic voice of the chorus, more theatrical, and it brings out the best in the song sometimes. So, but of course, as I said, it's Soca Evelyn. And I'm sure we have another Soca woman coming up soon, because she was Evelyn. And you have slippery
You know,
hand.
actually, I think we could probably jump to that one time, you know. Soca Jean.
Aha, I see, another Gina again.
Yes, 1981.
Yeah, see,
Which
the other
was
Gina again.
arranged by Clive Beaver Henderson.
All right, yeah.
All right, so let's go. Let's hear what
Soca
Jean
Jean.
have to
Not
say.
Jean, that ball queen. All right.
Yeah.
She says she go soca anywhere she go. She don't want the rocker. No, 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 no. Give me soca beat. This music is sweet. Of course I like to hear the boom boom ringing inside me.
All around the woman traveling. Every time she reach, she do, she did with the soca dance. Every now and then she break away. Is it only men who want to play scene? She jump and prance.
If you see how she jump in the air, she shuffling and wiggling, she bottom. Everyone have to handle with care in case she make a miss and bounce your bosom. When the rhythm get into she head, she whine and then she roll up like a roller. This is really exciting, she said. There is no other way to dance the soca.
Soca Jean, they call it she Soca Jean. They call she the Soca Queen. Soca Jean, they call it she Soca Jean. They call she the Soca Queen. Soca Jean, they call it she Soca Jean. They call she the Soca Queen. Soca Jean, they call it she Soca Jean. They call she the Soca Queen.
See she in the basement during Labor Day. She whine to the extent people start to say she ain't making joke. Sure she had a smoke. The way she moving dread, it look like the soca gone in she head.
All around the woman traveling. Every time she reach, she do, she did with the soca dance. Every now and then she break away. Is it all the men who want to play scene? She jump and prance.
If you see how she jump in the air, she shuffling and wiggling, she bottom. Everyone have to handle with care in case she make a mist and bounce your bosom. She hold on to Charlie, drag him on the floor. The man never really danced soca before. Bump him up and down, spinning him around. The girl was so tight, she nearly killed poor Charlie that night.
All around, the woman traveling. Every time she reach, she do, she think with the soca dance. Every now and then she break away. Is it all the men who want to play? See, she jump and prance.
If you see how she jump in the air, she shuffling and wiggling, she bottom. Everyone have to handle with care in case she make a mist and bounce your bosom. When the rhythm get into she head, she whine and then she roll up like a roller. This is really exciting, she said. There is no other way to dance the soca.
Soca Jane, they call it she Soca Jane. They call Chili Soca Queen. Soca Jane, they call it she Soca Jane. They call Chili Soca Queen. Soca Jane, they call it she Soca Jane. They call Chili Soca Queen. Soca Jane, they call it she Soca Jane. They call Chili Soca Queen. Soca Jane, they call it she Soca Jane. They call she the Soca Queen. Soca Jane, they call it she Soca Jane. They call she the Soca Queen. Soca Jane, they call it she Soca Jane. They call she the Soca Queen. Soca Jane, they call it she Soca Jane. They call she the Soca Queen. Soca Jane, they call it she Soca Jane. They call she
Yes,
the
it's all about Soca Jean right here on Radio Took 106.7 FM. Before that, you would have heard Soca Evelyn. Now we have Soca Jean. Have the man
Yeah, man.
dancing all over the floor. Dance floor.
Yes. Everyone and then Jean.
Ooh, yes, Kitchy, yes, Kitchy. Let us know all about them. And as we're going down the whole soca line, right? Because I realize he have
Yes, it's
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 songs back to back. We having a list here.
Soca.
Starting with soca. So let's
Yes.
go to this one, and that was released in 1991 and arranged by the man Leston Paul. It's all about soca in the rain. So let's see what this particular one. Yeah, let's see what this particular one has to say.
explain. All I'm feeling for is more rain. There is something in the raindrop that makes me soca non-stop. What it is I don't know that has me soca real so. Once that rain is falling, you sure are celebrating. Even little duckling does soca when it's raining. Well, if any woman care to soca with me, I want to make it clear that it's not easy. For the place is sticky and humid. I can't perform the dance as expected. You just have to pray for water to cool down the temperature. The only solution now is for rain to fall. Y'all are you soca rock till you ball. When the rain hit the galvanize, it does get me hypnotized. If you find her moving sexy, it's the rain that cools the body. Rain has the power to elevate your soca. Rain is the answer to any soca lover. Come on.
Rain. Soca in the rain. Yes, and that was the next one arranged by Les St. Paul in 1991. As we're staying down the line of the soca songs, so you know we're gonna head straight to soca love.
Yeah, more. Right.
Yeah, let's hear what soca love is all about.
Come girl, get ready to do the soca. Just hold me close while the music plays. Darling, you know that I am your lover. We are going to make love the soca way. Just hold me tight. It's my delight. I just love you dancing the soca song. Come on girl, let them see your motion. Everyone's raising your gyration. Keep on impressing them, my lover. Show them you are the queen of soca. Come on girl, let them see your motion. Everyone raising your gyration. Keep on impressing them, my lover. Show them you are the queen of soca. Now you will put your head on my shoulder. Just pause a bit and straighten my tie. One little kiss and cuddle me closer. Let me see that sexy look in your eyes. Just hold me tight. It's my delight. I just love you dancing this soca song. Come on girl, let them see your motion. Everyone's raising your gyration. Keep on impressing them, my lover. Show
Soca love. Hey, hey, hey. Soca love. Yes, Soca love. 1989.
Yeah. For a man who say he will not sing soca in 1977, you have
Mm-hmm.
rare soca songs. And
Yeah, plenty soca songs. Yeah, and he went so far to sing Soca Millicent.
you see, another soca girl again.
Yeah. Millicent is our next woman too.
Yeah, Millicent.
1979.
Yes, I tell
Oh.
you, come on the road. Early,
Yeah.
jump in the soca thing. And interestingly enough, in the production,
Mm-hmm.
you see moment on him, you know, when they catch him in purgatory, in the way to hell, right? They walk him over and say, "Hey, how you could treat people? Eh? You make me see all kind of nasty things when you were living. Look at you now." So the woman and them come in, these 100 women can sing about. They get revenge in the play. But
You can mention him.
yeah, yeah, they look. Well, you'll know more when you come to see the production people out there.
Production, yeah. Right.
Yeah,
On the
would make the
29th
walk.
of this month,
Yeah,
we would make the walk. Supper.
yeah.
All right. Yeah,
All
so
right,
look
let's
out
go.
for it. So,
More
Soca
soca.
Millicent. Yeah, more Soca. Millicent, 1979.
Carnival is nice, the music is sweet. I'll pay any price for the soca beat. That is what Miss Mary said. Explain to her man, darling, when you miss me, I'm jumping up in a soca band. And darling, just before I go, I would really like to let you know I am going to play in a decent way.
If anyone should bring you news, just ignore them. Don't be confused.
If you find I'm a little late, I advise you to sit and wait.
I can't miss this bacchanal, the 79 carnival.
If at 8:30 I ain't come home yet, have a little faith, don't worry to fret. And if you in any doubt as to where I'll be, just put on the switch, you will see me on the TV. And darling, just before I go, I would really like to let you know I am going to play in a decent way.
If anyone should bring you news, just ignore them. Don't be confused.
If you find I'm a little late, I advise you to sit and wait.
I can't miss this bacchanal, the 79 carnival.
That's Soca Millicent, 1979. Yes, Kitch, yeah, as we said, as you know, said, a man who didn't like, wasn't too keen with the soca, was back-to-back soca tunes. And keeping with the theme of soca, because it's just about 9 minutes and up, so in the 9 o'clock, let's go straight to the next one, Soca Misinterpretation. So you know anything you want to add to it before I play it, or just go ahead and play it?
Yeah, play it, but it's a commentary, and a mistaken identity kind of thing, and in the society, good commentary with heavy soca, up tempo. That's like maybe it's less than Paul again.
Yes, this one is less than Paul.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly. Playing that soca music. You see,
Right,
so it's gone soca.
Yeah, soca.
Yeah,
So
beautiful.
soca Misinterpretation. Let's take it in.
The girl misinterpret the word soca when I tell she soca is a beat. She said no man has ever beaten her. If she don't soak me, you won't make it sweet because if you soca me, I will soca you. If you soca me, I will soak you too. Kitch, if you want to play, you soak him. I ain't out to take no licking. Soak me and arouse me temper. Man, it gon' be vice versa. Soca me, I will soca you. If you soca me, I will soak you too. This I want to say, Kitchy, and you must believe it's true. If you try to soca me, I know how to soak you too. Soca me, I said, yeah. If you soca me, I will soak you too. She said, Kitch, you must be a real bully. Imagine we dancing, you talking about beat. If you think you gon' soak me like Audrey, just attempt it, I'll knock out your teeth. Because if you soca me, I will soca you. If you soca me, I will soak you too. Kitch, if you want to play, you soaking. I ain't out to take no licking. Soak me and arouse me temper. Man, it gon' be vice versa. Soca me, I will soca you. If you soca me, I will soak you too. All I want to say is, and you must believe it's true. If you try to soca me, I know how to soak you too. Soca me, ay. If you soca me, I will soak you too. I said, darling, you wouldn't be beaten. I can assure you, if you're in a doubt, you completely mistaken. Is the beat of music I'm talking about? She said, if you soca me, I will soca you. If you soca me, I will soak you too. Kitch, if you want to play, you soak him. I ain't out to take no licking. Soak me and arouse me temper. Man, it gon' be vice versa. Soca me, I will soca you. If you soca me, I will soak you too. with your damn deceit. Kitchy, darling, I understand English, and I must know the meaning of beat, darling. Kitch, if you want to play you soaking, I ain't out to take no licking. Soak me in a loud sweet and far, man, it go vice versa.
Soca me, I will soca you. If you soca me, I will soca you too.
Lord, this I want to say Kitchy, and you must believe this. Believe you try to slow down the air, you wanna stop you now.
Soca me, I will soca you. If you soca me, I will soca you too.
King, Soca King. Sorry, right. Hey, it's now 3 minutes on the upswing to 10 o'clock, Zeno.
Yes.
Yes. So I got one more song to play. I'll play that as a song for the end of the show with.
All right.
Any words you want to add before we end of the show?
Yeah. Well. Soca misinterpretation, first of all, is a play on the word soca. You know, normally for soccer, and in some cases for the game soccer. In Kitchener case here, for soca. You know, they always had a beautiful play on soca. From Oza to Shorty and others. But on the other hand, of course, we have the question if you want to give it now for the play, or you want to do it later on for next time. Let me know when
Yeah,
to set
next
it up.
time I would message you, get a
Yeah,
question, and we'll post it and all of
right.
that.
That's
So,
good to go.
and right,
Just, before you play the song, just a reminder as we're going out, starting on the 29th and then continuing in 11th and 12th of June, they would make the walk and supper at the Grandmaster's Story and Kalypso and Theatre.
yeah,
Look out for it, people,
yes.
for more information.
Look for more
And
information.
what are we leaving? What are we leaving with now? What soca song we coming up with now?
Soca Trinidad.
You
Soca
see,
Trinidad, which
soca,
was done in 1978 and arranged by the man Ed Watson.
right? Soca back to back, wall to wall. The word soca.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. Alright, so that's the
Yeah,
song
until
we
next
close
week.
off with. Until next week, goes well in the same time. It's all about Kitch
Yes.
at 100 right here on Radio Tuku 106.7 and FM. Good night to each and everyone. This is our final song for tonight.
Not the rumba, but the soca. That's the Trinidad beat, that sounding so sweet. To dance it is so very easy. Once you take your instruction from me.
Put your hand in a gimbal.
Yes,
Come down the line. Make a dip like they do in the bongo. Begin to wine. Then from the after spin, move it light. Wiggle in left and right. Here you are. That's the soca.
America to Australia, even Spain and Baghdad is gone so command. London and Paris doing it too. Now the Russians have jumped in the brew.
Put your hand in a bimbo.
Yeah.
Come down the line. Make a dip like we do in the bongo. Begin to wine. Then come the after spin. Moving line. Wiggling left and right. There you go. That's the soca.
Now that soca has taken over, every dance you attend, they move with the trend. A change from the soul and the reggae. Yes, the soca is destined